Hey everybody, this is Mr. Beckstrom, and today I want to take a look at an example from Section 5A, and it says the following summary of a statistical study gives a sample statistic and a margin of error. Find the confidence interval and answer any additional questions. So I want to take a look at how we set up this margin of error and see how we would answer this question based off of that. So a poll is conducted the day before a state election for senator. There are only two candidates running for this office. The poll results show that 59% of the voters favor the Republican candidate with a margin of error of 3 percentage points. Should the Republican expect to win? Why or why not? And it says the confidence interval is from what percent to what percent. And then after that, it's going to ask us, should they expect to win? Why or why not? And this is a good question to kind of answer from a number line. So what I'm going to do is kind of create myself a nice little straight number line here, like so. And I'm going to mark off here to somewhere, and we're going to call this 59%. 59%. So this is where our average is, our sample statistic. This is where our survey showed that that the average support was for this Republican. Now our margin of error, that's the 3 percentage points, means that the actual let me see how I can put this here. The actual average for the entire population can be anywhere 3% higher to 3% lower than the sample average here. So we could actually go all the way up to 62%, which would be 3% higher. So I could actually go all the way up here to 62%, so 62% here, all the way down to 3% lower, which would be 56%, right? 56%. So we could go plus or minus 3% there. So this is the interval that I'm expecting the notice that's not exactly uniform there. But this is the interval that I am expecting the population average going to be when they actually go to the poll. Because remember, my sample isn't, I'm not testing the entire population. I'm only testing a small portion of that population. And then I am trying to get an idea of what percentage the entire population is going to vote. So I'm pretty confident that the entire population is going to vote somewhere between 56% and 62%. So that's what I'm going to answer here, somewhere between 56% and 62%. And then what I'm going to kind of garner from those results is that in order to win, my candidate has to get over 50% of the votes. So regardless of whether it's 56%, 57%, 61%, 62%, as long as it's in this interval here, anywhere in that interval, that's still going to be over the 50%. So I'm expecting this Republican to win because every percentage in this interval here is above the 50% that's needed to win. So, so this would be, should the Republican expect to win? Yes. Why? Because my entire interval is above the amount that's needed to win. Let's just take a quick look at when this would not happen. So let's say we had the same kind of scenario here. And let's say he was at 52%, right? Let's say he got 52%. And it was still 3% error. He had a 3% error. That means we expected the interval to be anywhere between 49%, and 55%, right? Because we add 3 to that, and we also subtract 3 to that in order to get that interval. So in this case, we would expect the population, the entire population, to vote anywhere between 49% and 55%. So should we expect this candidate to win? We can't expect that because it is quite possible that they're not going to get that 50% vote that they need to win, because 49% is still in our expected interval there. So we can't, with whatever, if we had a 95% interval, confidence interval here, we couldn't say with a 95% confidence that we expect this candidate to win. And we have different confidence intervals that we set up for these different um, samples here. All right, so I hope this helped a little bit, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.